smells like.
Well, we were able to go out and do a little crappie fishing in the evening, and I just got done cleaning 15 crappies, which we're going to have for supper tonight. And the guys that are here in camp are going to be pretty pleased with that, I'm sure. Right now we got Virgil and Sterling and me and Hunter, and my wife's coming in this evening. I got another grandson that's coming in this weekend, Skyler. You've met him before if you've watched some of these vlogs. He's about to turn 13, so he's getting old enough that he can be pretty good help around camp. And in the woods, there's some things he can do, even though he can't actually be involved in anything that could be considered guiding. Today we got most of the baits done. The ones we didn't do yesterday, we did today. And we got 5 more stands up today. So we're down to 2 completely dead baits that don't have any bears on them out of 24. And I have 1 bait that was just completely taken over by a family of wolves. So that one, I guess we're just going to quit baiting it. The wolves are, they're eating the trail mix and the bread, and they're in there like biting at it, trying to get more stuff out of there. It's kind of interesting to watch the wolves because obviously they can't reach in with a paw and dig the bait out, so they just they try to bite the hole bigger to try to get up in there. But overall things are going really well. We got a lot of bears. We got some baits that I'm going to put a couple extra barrels out. Yeah, we got 1 bait that has a pile of bears on it. We're dumping 6 to 7 buckets of bait on there every day, and we come back the next morning, it's completely gone. We got another bait that's almost that good. We got a couple others that we're putting 5 to 6 buckets on every other day, and it's cleaned out when we come back. It's like we got quite a few bears out of 24 baits. I suppose we've got, we got some with 5 and 6 bears, so maybe we got 70, 75 bears altogether on the baits right now. So it's going pretty good, and I'm excited for this year. The interesting thing is there's quite a bit of natural foods in the woods, and the bears are not like just staying right at the bait and eating and then just, come back a few hours later. They do that when they first find the bait, but then they're kind of settling into an evening pattern now. This is day 7. So we've been in the woods every day. We've been using up a lot of gas in the wheelers and also in the trucks. And here, of course, there's breakdowns. My red truck, the transmission went out of it. I got to go home this weekend and go to a junkyard, pick up a transmission. They took it out for me. And then I got to take my truck to a place that installs the transmission. Then I got to get back up here for baiting on Monday. My 900 Polaris side-by-side keeps overheating, so I took it down to the ATV repair shop in Grand Rapids. It's sitting there right now, and they're going to take it in on Monday and get it fixed. And then I got a flat tire and something else, a couple other small things that are wrong with my 570 side-by-side, so I'm going to take that down there and switch when they get the 900 done and bring the 900 up here. But in the meantime, we're using Josh's side-by-side. And so today in the woods we had 2 side-by-sides and 1 4-wheeler with 6 people. It's quite a production, actually. We're going through a lot of bait. I think we've gone through 13 barrels of bait so far, and I've got a total of 36. So we should be good. Hopefully I have some left over. The Bear Professor mix is doing super good. Man, the bears love it. I might have to tweak it a little bit how much Pop-Tarts are in it, because it does tend to compact in the bottom of the barrel a little bit, so we have to kind of shovel it out or just dump the barrel over and then scoop the bait into the buckets. But I'm certain that that extra little bit of sweets in there really helps. The dried fruit really helps. I'm happy with it at this point, and like I said, I'll probably have to tweak it a little bit. But overall, I'm very positive and feeling pretty good about this, and the weather's been great. We're supposed to have a chance of thunderstorms tonight, and then next week we're supposed to have some days with the highs in the 60s. It's just great to be in the woods bear hunting every day, man. It's the best time of the year. The rest of this video just basically is I'm just going to roll some stuff, just some video that I took. It's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that I've taken over the last couple days, and we're just going to run it for you, and then and run you some trail camera pictures. We got a lot of cool pictures and videos of bears on the baits. So let's just roll all that stuff right now. Well, we're headed out this morning. It is Wednesday morning, and we've got almost all the baits are working. We still got maybe, I think, 3 that haven't been hit at all. Conditions have not been bad for scent dispersal, which of course is the most important factor in getting baits hit, is having the right, wind direction, wind speed, humidity. All those things affect scent dispersal, and it hasn't been bad. It hasn't been ideal, but it's been pretty decent. We only had 1 significant rainfall. The ones that aren't being hit, I got Sterling going out today. He's going to hit it with Gold Rush again, and then I'm heading out to fill some more back up. We got a lot of baits that are just getting pounded. We got a lot of morning and all day activity right now. That'll settle down into mostly evening activity as time goes on. The one thing that's kind of on my mind I thought I might share with you right now is, I've got good guides, good people that I'm working with, but sometimes it's hard for them to understand that I do things like I do a lot of little things that mean a lot, and I think sometimes the guides are like, why are we doing it like this, or this doesn't seem like it should be important to do it this specific way. And they, they're good workers and everything, but everybody wants to kind of make things go a little quicker or faster, and sometimes it's hard for them to just do it exactly the way I'd like it done, and it'll work. Those little things really add up. They really do mean a lot, and so that's important. But anyway, things are going really good overall, and I'm just going to roll a bunch of trail camera pictures and videos. You're going to see we got a lot of big bears. We got big bears during the daylight, and that's kind of, I guess if I would say, you can kind of put baiting into like 4 levels, I guess. It's fairly easy to put out a bear bait and get a small bear to come to the bait. Now, the next level is basically you got to get a bear to come to the bait during the daylight, which takes more skill, more attention to location and everything like that. And then the next level is getting the big bears to come to your bait. And the highest level is getting those big mature bears to come to your bait during the daylight, during legal shooting hours, and that is really, really difficult. And there's a lot of different levels of bear baiting, I guess you could say, and that's the reason that the majority of bears that are shot across the upper Midwest every year are 1 to 2, maybe 3 years old, and the really big mature males, most of them just don't get killed. But we're working on it, and we've got a few opportunities. I feel pretty good about the chances of all our hunters this year. So anyway, let's roll some stuff here and enjoy.